Welcome back to the channel. I'm really excited for this video. Earlier this week, WHOTEEWHO shot one of the best groups he's ever shot in a 300 Weatherby with the 182 grain Hammer HHT bullet that I loaded for him. He used 78 grains of Reloader 22, and in today's video, I've loaded up one more group of 78 grains of Reloader 22, and we're going to see how it shoots in my gun. WHOTEEWHO's a better shot than me, and the likelihood of both of these guns shooting the same load, the exact same accuracy, is extremely low. But I'm confident the gun's gonna like the bullet, so let's see what we can get today. I'll also be shooting the Mark 5 Deluxe and 340 Weatherby with the 210 hammers. It's gonna be a fun video. Beautiful day at the range. It snowed a little last night. This is my Weatherby Vanguard in 300 Weatherby. I do have an aftermarket trigger. It's a Timney trigger. We also have a 26-inch barrel with an Anechoic 30 suppressor.
If that doesn't work, we've got a snow shovel over here. Got your keys?
I know. And I said to myself, they're not going to stay in our neighborhood long. They're paid, and they didn't.
I get the piece. Push the gun this way.
Well, WHOTEEWHO destroyed me. I got a decent group. I think I got a half MOA group with another powder with those 182 hammers, so that's pretty cool. And the 340 did about usual, just under sub MOA with one of the groups. Velocities were a lot slower than I thought they'd be, but I'm not surprised. But let me show you the groups. All right, that's Reloader 22, 78 grains. So not good. That's a little over an inch. And then IMR 7828. That is close to half MOA. I don't know, probably a 0.6, 5/8 group. Okay.
Ryan, hold up for a second before you do that.
First group, the 340 Weatherby. Not good. I really let this one cool down, and it still went way low. Not good. Next one, I did not let the barrel cool at all, and it's definitely about what it usually does, just under sub MOA. Back from the range, and a bit of mixed feelings. Mostly disappointed though. So this 78 grain load that WHOTEEWHO got like a 0.18 inch group did awful in my gun. And just kind of goes to show every gun is going to like something different. I get a lot of comments of people asking me, well, what load are you shooting? One of my better loads. And I said, well, here it is, but you know, you got to test for yourself. And this just kind of proof that there are, at least in factory rifles, you just can't copy someone else's hand load to get great results. This is probably the worst group I've ever gotten with a hammer bullet in my 300 Weatherby. Okay, I switched over to IMR 7828 SSC, and it did a lot better. Half MOA, so that's pretty awesome. Velocity of 3130, so that's pretty decent. Should be maxing out with this bullet a little over 3,200 feet per second, or maybe more. So this is also kind of a mildish load. And I was just thinking, man, I'm a little disappointed even with the half MOA group. That just kind of shows how well these hammer bullets can shoot if you find the right load and you do your part. All right, first group with the 340 Weatherby Magnum with the 210 grain Hammer HHT bullets. First two really stacked in there, and then that third one was a flyer. And as I said earlier in the video, I did let this one cool quite a bit. So I don't know, it's just not happy with it, unfortunately. Velocities were a tad bit faster today than they were last week when I shot them. So I think this averaged around 3,055 feet per second. Last time it averaged 3,043 feet per second. So I'm probably not going to go with this load going forward. And then we went up about a half a grain, and this is just kind of what this 340 Weatherby does. Just right under sub MOA, so it's a 0.8 inch group, which, trust me, is pretty darn, for this rifle, it's not too bad. And it was going faster than I thought it would be going. I was really hoping it would be going around 3,060, but we were averaging just about 3,080 feet per second. So overall, yeah, it's not too shabby of a group. Got some more work to do on the 340 Weatherby. Is what it is. Let's have a quick chit chat about 340 Weatherby. Some of you might be wondering, why did I pick up such a light bullet for this caliber? A 210 grain is definitely on the light side for how big this case is. For those that aren't familiar with 340 Weatherby, it's very close to 338 Lapua performance. So the short answer is I'm an idiot and ordered the wrong bullets. So this is my hunting load. This is a 220 grain hammer bullet. For some reason, I accidentally clicked 210 grain instead of the 220. So while I got the 210s, I decided to try it out and see how they shot. And they shoot about the same as the 220s, but I'm getting quite a bit faster velocities with the 220s. I'm using IMR 7828 SSC, and I'm getting just around 3,100 feet per second with this 220 grain with about the same accuracy, so 0.8, 0.7 inch groups. And I wanted to show you something that I picked up recently. I'm really excited about this, okay? I have not seen this in local stores, and so super excited about N565. This is very similar burn rate to H1000. You might be able to get a little bit better velocities with N565. And what I found out with the 340 Weatherby is this powder is 100% ideal for a 250 grain bullet in 340 Weatherby. You're getting really good velocities. So I have some 250 grain AccuBonds. I also have never shot these, and I need to try them out. 250 grain LRX. With N565, while staying under pressure, I'll get around 2950. So that's moving.